One of the most common questions we receive is whether the Sigma male archetype is confined to specific personality types or if he can emerge from any psychological framework. This is a profound question that gets to the very heart of what the Sigma male represents. Is he simply an introverted Myers-Briggs type, a specific Enneagram number? Or is he something that transcends these categorization systems? Today, we're exploring the fascinating relationship between the Sigma male archetype and established personality models to uncover where this unique individual truly fits in the psychological landscape. 1. The Sigma male as a behavioral archetype, not a personality type. First, we must make a crucial distinction. Personality typing systems like Myers-Briggs, Enneagram, or the Big Five measure inherent psychological preferences and tendencies. They describe how your mind is naturally wired to process information, make decisions, and interact with the world. The Sigma male, however, represents a behavioral archetype, a specific pattern of values, behaviors, and social positioning that someone adopts, regardless of their underlying personality wiring. Think of it this way. Your personality type is your hardware, the biological and psychological equipment you're born with. The Sigma archetype is the software, the operating system you choose to run on that hardware. This means that while certain personality types may be more predisposed to Sigma characteristics, the Sigma path is ultimately a conscious orientation toward the world that transcends innate personality structures. It's a philosophical and behavioral choice that can be made by various personality types, though the expression will differ based on their underlying psychological makeup. 2. The Sigma spectrum across different personality systems. When we examine major personality systems, we find that Sigma characteristics can manifest differently across various types. In the Myers-Briggs system, INTJs and INTPs are often associated with Sigma qualities due to their natural independence, strategic thinking, and comfort with solitude. However, we also find Sigma characteristics in ISTPs, who value their autonomy and practical competence, and even in some INFJs, who operate as quiet observers of human nature while maintaining their unique vision. The key Sigma quality across these types isn't the specific cognitive functions, but rather their shared orientation toward internal validation and resistance to social hierarchy. In the Enneagram system, Type 5s, the investigator, most naturally align with Sigma characteristics due to their need for competence, privacy, and minimal dependency on others. However, we also see Sigma manifestations in healthy Type 8s, who channel their need for control into self-mastery rather than dominating others, and in Type 4s who embrace their uniqueness outside social conventions. The common thread is the movement towards self-sufficiency and away from social dependency, regardless of the core motivation. In the Big Five model, Sigma males typically show low extroversion and high openness to experience. But the defining feature is often low agreeableness, not in the sense of being disagreeable, but in their resistance to social conformity and their willingness to go against group consensus when it conflicts with their principles or observations. 3. The core Sigma orientation, values over personality. What truly defines the Sigma male isn't a collection of personality traits, but a specific set of values and behavioral choices. Internal locus of validation. The Sigma derives his sense of worth from his own standards and accomplishments rather than external approval, a value that can be adopted by any personality type, though it may come more naturally to some. Anti-hierarchical positioning. He operates outside traditional social dominance hierarchies, neither seeking to lead nor content to follow, but pursuing his own path. This represents a conscious choice about social positioning rather than an inherent personality trait, selective social engagement. He engages socially on his own terms, based on genuine interest rather than obligation, a behavior that can be learned and adopted regardless of natural social preferences. Purpose-driven action. His actions are guided by internal purpose rather than social expectations, an orientation available to any personality type willing to do the self-examination required. These represent chosen orientations toward life rather than fixed personality characteristics. A naturally extroverted person, for instance, might adopt Sigma values by being highly selective about which social circles he engages with, bringing his authentic self rather than a social performance, and maintaining his independence even within group settings. 4. The development of Sigma characteristics. Many people mistakenly believe Sigma males are simply born that way, but the reality is more complex. While certain innate personality traits may create predispositions, the Sigma orientation often develops through specific life experiences and conscious choices. Some individuals adopt Sigma characteristics as a defense mechanism after repeated social disappointments or betrayals. The independence becomes a protective strategy against further hurt. Others consciously choose the Sigma path after observing the limitations and compromises of conventional social positioning. They see the stress of alpha competition or the dependency of beta followership and consciously opt out. Some naturally introverted individuals simply deepen their innate tendencies into a coherent life philosophy centered around autonomy and self-direction. And some extroverted individuals may adopt Sigma values in specific domains, like their professional life, while maintaining more conventional social patterns in others. This developmental perspective explains why we can find Sigma characteristics across different personality types. The Sigma path represents an adaptation in orientation that can be taken up by various psychological types for different reasons and to different degrees. 5. The limitations of personality typing. While personality systems provide valuable frameworks for understanding human differences, they have limitations when applied to the Sigma concept. Personality types describe general patterns, but don't capture the full complexity of individual choice and adaptation. Two people with identical Myers-Briggs types can position themselves very differently socially. One might be a conventional corporate climber, while another adopts a Sigma orientation as an independent consultant or entrepreneur. The Sigma represents a specific social and psychological position that cuts across multiple personality categories. Trying to force him into a single personality type misses the adaptive, chosen nature of his orientation. Perhaps most importantly, over-identifying with any personality type can become limiting, while the Sigma concept ultimately points toward transcending labels and embracing authentic self-direction regardless of type. So do Sigma males exist in all personality types? The evidence suggests they can, though the expression will vary based on the underlying personality structure. The Sigma male represents less of a personality category and more of a conscious orientation toward life, one that prioritizes authenticity, autonomy, and internal direction over social validation and conventional success markers. This is actually encouraging news because it means that Sigma qualities aren't reserved for those with specific psychological wiring. The core Sigma values, self-trust, independence, integrity, and selective engagement, are available to anyone willing to do the work of self-examination and courageous living. Different personality types will face different challenges in embodying these values, but the path remains open to all. The true Sigma male isn't defined by his personality test results, but by his chosen relationship with himself and the world. He's the man who has looked at the various scripts society offers and decided to write his own, regardless of his natural tendencies or social expectations. In this sense, the Sigma path represents not a personality type, but a potential within all personality types, the potential to live from one's center rather than one's circumference, to be directed by internal values rather than external validation, and to find one's own way regardless of the well-trodden paths. If you're interested in how different personality types can develop Sigma characteristics in their own unique way, I recommend watching our video. 8 Sigma male traits that are impossible to fake.